Alright, what's up you guys? Jay Zelda here, and welcome back to Tainted Grail in the Fall of Avalon. Let's just get right into it. Sorry about yesterday, I had to go pretty quickly. I was only able to stream for about an hour. I'm just gonna pull up my chats. Can't wait to get back into Elder Scrolls Online as well. I've been having a great time with that one. I'm gonna have to get back into that soon. I just want to finish the Tainted Grail DLC because we're so close to being done with it. Share my stream real quick. Okay. Also, I have had a power outage today already. Because, you know, here in Massachusetts, we get a little bit of wind, the power goes out like multiple times. So, hopefully we don't get any more power outages. Okay, we got a portal over here. Looks like I'm playing as a wizard again. The war goes on, and nothing suggests it will end anytime soon. Why does the Lord show me this? Has the war never ended? Impossible. It must have ended. My Lord, grant me knowledge, for I cannot bear this uncertainty. Ooh, that's powerful. I'm like a warlock. I don't know what this staff does. Look at that. Ooh. I love that. Arthur is not Arthur. Merlin is not... Merlin will not be Merlin. Nimue is everything. Everything. Lord, have mercy on me. Try, oh, keep hitting me down. Let's try, third person. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, man. Oh, man. That doesn't look like a good way to go out. I'm no coward. I simply have nothing left to give to this land.
And yet, you gave it your life.
Yeah. It's about the size of it. Every day looks the same. Mud, screaming, orders. Maybe home will be hard too, but at least we'll rule it ourselves.
You would have died screaming if the Red Death had got you. This inn was merciful, believe me.
Merlin is not that nice. I thought he was gonna be a cool guy, but he's not. Not really. Avalon is cold and empty and always asks for more blood. There's nothing left for me here.
It does keep asking for blood, doesn't it? Soon, very soon, it will finally be sated.
The kin speaks of glorious victory, but no one believes this war will ever end. We just want to stop dying.
Fools! Do they truly think this is a game to us, that their deaths mean nothing? This war will end.
Sister, if Sarras truly sets sail for the homelands, I'll find my way back home, wherever that once was. I wish you would go with me.
I hope his sister turned out to be smarter than him.
Not much over here. Let's jump down there. There he is. Looks like Arthur. Look at this guy. He's such a beast. Look how big he is.
Merlin, my scouts reported back about Lear and Nimue's rebellion. They're trying to sabotage the iron shipments from the Forlorn Swords. They say their demand is that Sarras and the other ships be allowed to sail away from Avalon. Are they out of their minds? How can they be so oblivious to the dangers we left in the homelands? I held children dying of the Red Death in my arms. I watched them go stiff and cold. And then I myself carried them to the pyres. The homelands are ruined, poisoned. A graveyard soaked in the blood of those we had to leave behind. And they want to go back and weaken our forces in the process.
My king, I agree. This is suicide. The homeland's not a place to return to. They're a tomb. And yet, Nimue, Lear, and the other rebels refuse to see reason.
On that we agree. I've had enough of ordering men to die. But if they choose to go, I'll let them. Let them choose their fate. Let them swim that sea for what it is. If they refuse to believe the danger, let them learn it on their own skin. I'm tired, Merlin. Tired of proving to everyone that we have no home to return to.
Nimue is young, full of dangerous hope. She can be guided, tempered. They can all be kept here and given purpose. There must be another way. A better way than simply letting them die for daring to hold their own opinions in the middle of a war.
And another way? How many more have we lost while we wait for another way? I know what drives them. I've also looked into faces hollowed by hunger, smoke, and fever. And I know what Nimue thinks of our efforts to keep Avalon safe for centuries to come. Yet if she can't see the reason behind all the sacrifices we made to make Avalon our home, if she cannot accept that war is never a clean affair, then perhaps it is best to let her die along with her idealistic views. If it costs me my peace, so be it. Give them Sarras. Give them 2 more ships. Send them off. Let them find out for themselves.
You would send them to die just to prove there's no way back to the homelands?
No. I'd make an example of them. They cannot defy our decisions and fight us. The real enemy is in front of us, not among us. That said, I will not be the king who stole their last act of defiance. And if they die in the process, that's their choice.
My king, let me speak with her one more time.
Do as you wish. She's your responsibility. You know my mind. Give them ships. Burn the rest. I have a war to finish.
When Nimue and Captain Lear set sail for the homelands with the rebels, Merlin did the only thing he could to save them. Through a powerful spell, he sealed the entire fleet. Drawing on Nimue's magical potential as its source of power, flashes of light tore through the storm as the ships vanished beneath the raging sea, swallowed by the depths before anyone could understand what had happened. To the world, it looked like mass murder, a cruel punishment for desertion, but in truth, Merlin had saved them, allowing Sarras to become its own kingdom, far from the weirdness and the dangers of Avalon.
Okay. Well, that was kind of cool. You get to play as Merlin. That guy was one-hitting these things. So he is really strong. Get you now. Ha! What were they? Memories? A war story?
A war story, you say? Fascinating. I had no idea they would show themselves to you that way. I have no access to the contents of an afterimage once it has changed, so I cannot say what you are shown. I can sense the afterimages as if they were parts of my own body. I know where it hurts, but not why, and I cannot heal myself.
Did you know what would happen to me there? I could have died.
I trusted it wouldn't happen, and here you are, safe and sound before me. I didn't know exactly what cleaning up the afterimages would entail. Never before had they been in such disarray. Therefore, I assumed the one whose arrival caused those changes would also be able to restore the old order.
Will you play the organ now, like Josephus asked?
Yes, I will honor Josephus's request. Now that the afterimages are in order, I can leave my post. The melody of the organ will sound again, and Captain Lear will wake. I only hope you know what that entails.
Alright. Updated the melody of the deep. What did you do, Hiss?
Toplander. This one is glad that you might witness this epochal work. The folk of Tumbo departed into the bosom of the Lord of the Depths, and this one absorbed their knowledge. So much knowledge.
This guy has to die. You killed all the folk of Tumbo? Why?
It was destiny, and destiny must not be denied. Had this one not carried out the slaughter, some other gatherer of knowledge would have done so. Only one who has amassed sufficiently great knowledge may attempt to seize it from others. This one was ready to submit to the trial.
Okay, well, I already didn't like this guy, and he just killed everybody in this little town here, and I really like these people. So, what the hell? This guy's gonna die right now. For what you have done, I cannot allow you to live. I will avenge the folk of Tumbo.
This one expected that a hot-blooded Toplander might react thus. This one will gladly accept the Toplander's challenge and seize the Toplander's knowledge.
Well, let's get it.
After the Toplander, who has already visited the archive, is defeated, the path to infinite knowledge will be open before this one. Let us fight.
Let us. Stupid piss. Tired of this cell. You ain't getting me with that slow attack. Guy thinks he's so tough. Oh my god, alright, he's kind of tough. I got hung up on the bushes. I got him this time. I was trying to save him my power of Arthur, but I'll just use it right away. Oh, screw that up. Oh, he can kind of lunge. Oh, I'm stuck up on something. Oh, it's the wall there. Hide in your shell. Gotcha now. Gotcha now. That's right. Hello to here, Hiss. I should have killed that guy way earlier. Oh man, he killed my boys. Okay, level up. Well, now you guys know if you play this part. Kill Hiss. Don't even give that guy a chance. I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'll go Endurance. Dexterity. Slide in slows down time for 2 seconds. Let's do this. Food regenerates 10% more health. These after images. So Merlin was the one who created Sarras?
That has been my suspicion from the moment we set foot here. This place hums with magic, but it isn't the weirdness. I only needed proof. I just didn't expect it to come through Merlin's own memories.
You knew the expedition to the homelands was doomed to failure, and yet you ordered ships for them?
It seems I did, though I can't fully explain why. I'm still not entirely myself, but I can understand it. In wartime, showing mercy to deserters wasn't a luxury I could afford. The war was nearing its end, true, but we still couldn't risk losing a single sword. By letting some sail and sinking the rest, I prevented more from fleeing, and, in a way, proved that I respected my people's choices, no matter the cost.
And what about Merlin? It seems he didn't quite follow your orders.
He did, just in his own way. He had a habit of doing that. I told him to sink the ships, and he did. But he also saved Nimue and the rebels because he wished to. And if that act gave rise to this whole kingdom around us, well, perhaps it turned out for the best. For Sarras and its people. Though I wonder what fate awaits them when we need to reclaim the fleet for Avalon. When that time comes, I trust you'll make the right choice.
The people of Tumbo and their hunger for knowledge. Did you ever imagine it would end like this?
Shell named Hiss never inspired my trust. But to suspect him of plotting the death of his own kind? No. No one could have foreseen that. I know Tumbo followed laws that we, as surface dwellers, could never fully understand. But mass murder in the name of knowledge? I don't think I ever want to understand the mind of that wretched creature. I only hope the people of Tumbo have found peace. And all the knowledge they desired, wherever they now believe themselves to be. Such a terrible loss.
I mean, that guy Hiss looks like he's straight out of Resident Evil. So, I 100% saw it coming. Sarras skill tree. Okay, we'll have to put a point in that. Quest. So we got the Wandering Miracle, looking for the red float lens, stealing the egg. Okay, that's way back over here in the ulcerate. I actually went over there in the last stream, but apparently I never finished that quest. Let's go to the Melody of the Deep. Apps and Ericole have agreed to play the organ. I should return to the chapter house. Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear the organ. Now this is what I've been looking forward to right here.
Welcome, child of the surface. Everyone is ready to play. Thanks to you. But tell me, are you ready? From where you're headed, there is no return. You will go back to the surface. And we will face the consequences of what is decided in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
There's no going back? What will happen now?
The melody of the organ will resonate through all of Sarras, carrying the promise of change. Its sound will awaken our captain, Lear, the one charged with Lady Nimwe's protection, the one who calls to you, and to him, within you.
You knew I wasn't alone?
Of course, child of the surface. I knew it was you. And you, King Arthur. You who, believing you doomed us, became the reason this realm was born. You who granted us both the grace and the curse of eternal life. All of this is your doing, Arthur.
Do you think Nimue was calling for King Arthur?
I would not presume to guess at Lady Nimwe's intentions, but I believe you will find the answers you seek, if you are willing to ask them yourself. This is why I gathered the remaining organists.
Was that gratitude or an insult? It's hard to tell.
You will learn in time. Perhaps we'll meet again. And when we do, I'll have your answer. But that depends on the choice you make in Lady Nimwe's chamber.
Anything I should know before I meet Captain Lear?
I can't tell you more than what you'll learn from Apps and Ercol. I served under him when he was still in his prime, but I wasn't there for his downfall. All I know is that little remains of the Captain Lear I once knew. Nothing human, at least. One way or another, you'll have to face him. It's the only path to Lady Nimwe's chamber.
Okay. So, I'm at a point of no return. Well, these are... Mob, the current asked me to feed it. Let's just look around for a second. These are all just like little fetch quests, I think. One we have to look for messages in a bottle, and then this one we gotta look for red fish. So let's just continue on with the main quest here.
So, shall we begin?
I'm ready. Let's begin.
Excellent. Gather, my brothers. It is time to awaken our captain. This sound. Sarras has not heard it since the day it was born. It will be glorious.
What? The performance is... Okay. I thought they skipped it. Epic. Leo's chamber. The point of no return. Yes. Oh, giant crossbows. Cool. Always a good day when I get to use a giant crossbow. I think it's actually called like a ballista or something.
Traitor, it was your command that doomed us to this fate. You were supposed to let us go.
In a way, you did leave, and you even forged a kingdom of your own.
And for that, I should thank you. Sarras is no blessing. It is a curse. You saw what became of my entire crew. Before we made Sarras our home, we drowned it in blood. We fled one war, only to fight another. We helped conquer Avalon, only to be forced to fight again for our existence. That is not what we wanted when we left those shores.
Okay, let's see. Sarras is safer than Avalon. There, the weirdness and the Red Death still dominate. And if you reached the shores of the homeland and found them ruined, then where would you place your blame?
Do not dare mock me, traitor. A homeland may be ruined, but at least it would still be a home. If we had to spill blood, better that it be the blood of Red Death husks than that of innocent, otherworldly, sentient beings. And if you don't understand that distinction, then your soul is lost, without a chance for redemption.
It was not what I wanted, but you survived. You even gained immortality.
Immortality is not life, mortal. The one you carry within you should know this well. His decision condemned us all, even if our doom was stretched across the endless span of time.
Well, it's kind of true. I would never want to be immortal. Being immortal would be like definitely a curse, because you would see everybody you ever knew die, and at some point, like, that would get real old. Sarras is safer than Avalon. There, the weirdness and the Red Death still dominate.
So in a way, we are avenged. But do not think that such news will change my resolve. Sarras is as the Lord of the Seas made it. Not Merlin, not Arthur. Glory to Lady Nimue and her endless wisdom for allowing me to fall into slumber. Were it not for her, I would have convinced the twins to release me to the surface centuries ago. And there I would have found you, Arthur, the traitor. I would have destroyed everything you left behind. I would have shattered every fragment of you and erased your presence from history, just as you erased us.
Canauta gave you the ships. It was Merlin who sealed them.
A traitor shielding another traitor. What difference does it make who gave the order?
And what kind of king is he, who knows not what his servants do? I can feel that traitor stench upon you. And by the almighty Lord of the Seas, I swear, this day you both shall die.
Merlin sought to save Nimue at any cost. I am sorry that you all paid the price.
I despise your pity. I care nothing for what Merlin desired. If the will of the Lord of the Seas had bound us, I would hate him too. But I know this. Of all the great figures in Sarras history, he alone wished us well. Gladly I offer your souls to the glory of the Lord, and your flesh to the dwellers of this realm.
If anyone dies today, it will be you. We must speak with Nimue, and you stand in our way.
No one is permitted to enter Lady Nimue's chambers. I swore to guard her, and I shall keep that oath. Know this, I command the full might of Sarras.
Yeah? Know this, I'm King Arthur. Power of Arthur. That's so fun. Oh, he got me that time. Alright, stop that. Alright, stop that! Let's get some health. That was cheap. That was cheap. I gotta get some, I can't have this no potion stuff in my quick slots. That's why I died.
Traitor. And but
get that thing out of here. Oh man. Yeah, get down. Stay down. Ah, that attack. So hard to dodge. I can't dodge it. Is it undodgeable? Man, that attack is ridiculous. I'm trying to dash and it's not working. Like, why dash and he just hits me anywhere? Guess I gotta time it perfectly. Okay.
Trade.
Now you're making me mad. Ah, got him. Get that attack out of here. I think you just got to stay real close to him because that long range attack he has is undodgeable. Woo! Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. That's what I thought. I just destroyed that guy. Let's do a save now that I beat him. The Seal Bearer's Solitude. Wow. It's like the Tree of Life or something. And there's Nimue. Kind of looks like a big girl. That's a
I've
big...
been wondering when you'd find your way here. Your presence has rippled through all of Sarras. Wave after wave after wave. It reminds me of something. Someone. From a long time ago.
Have you been awake all this time?
Ever since I was sealed here, yes. I couldn't say how long it's been. Tell me, does the war still rage on?
It nearly ended 600 years ago.
600 years? Huh. It feels twice as long, to be honest. Still, if you're here, I suppose we won. Though I shudder to imagine the cost. At least the new children of Avalon don't have to live in fear. Tell me, how is life on the surface now?
The Red Death is here. I thought you should know.
That brings me no joy. Although I must admit that I feel a touch vindicated. I always believed nothing good would come from staying on Avalon. Not after what Merlin and Arthur did to tame the island. To meddle with the laws of nature. There were bound to be consequences. Our ancestors should never have left the homelands. Every time I raised it, Red Death was the phrase they used to silence me. And now, it's here anyway. How bitterly ironic.
How did you know I was here?
I know all the comings and goings of Sarras. I am in every part of these depths. Swimming with the floatlings in the Orserid. Gathering knowledge with the villagers of Tumbo. Watching over Lear in his slumber. Gazing into the endless dark of the sea. Tell me, what do you think of my little domain? Do you like it?
I mean, it's nice. But I do find it rather unforgiving.
That I'm not glad to hear. Sarras has never known a war like the one that raged on the surface. But I often wonder if my scars run too deep. If my memory of it has infected this place somehow. It was never a burden I meant to share, and yet, it seems I have.
I saw memories of your past.
My troubled youth, you mean? And what? Are you wondering if I regret it now? If I feel I'm paying for my stubbornness, my arrogance, getting drunk on my own power? I'm afraid the truth is less dramatic. I was tired. I'd lost hope. And I wanted no part in Merlin and Arthur's vile practices. They stole our future before our lives even had a chance to begin. At least his betrayal gave me time to rest and to build something of my own. Something better than what we left on the surface.
I saw Merlin's memories too. He sealed you here to save you.
Save me? What do you mean?
According to him and Arthur, your fleet would never have reached the homelands. All of you would have died as soon as you left Avalon.
And because of that, he... Am I supposed to be grateful? Thank the great Merlin, wherever he is, for bestowing this honor on us. What kind of logic drove him to that? Everyone died anyway. Just because they didn't rest in peace doesn't mean they're living. I don't understand. If he knew that would happen, why didn't he tell me?
Yeah, they should have just let him die. Instead, now they're trapped in this realm forever. If he told you the truth, would you have believed him?
No, I don't think I would have. I'd have thought it was a ploy to keep me here. But I wouldn't have left without finding out for myself whether the danger was real. I was young, not an idiot, and people were relying on me. I wouldn't have led them to certain death just to spite Merlin.
You really thought going back to the homelands was a good idea?
Gods, I'm tired of this argument, even after all these years. Merlin said I was too young, that I didn't know the world. And he was right. Of course I didn't. How could I? My world was burning, and I had no hope it would ever stop. I'd had enough suffering, and he wanted me to add to it by lending my power to his abhorrent ideas. He didn't care about the future, only about finding a way to win the war. Did he succeed in the long run? Or has history proven that I was right all along? Aren't you here because the world is on the brink of collapse? It's easy to judge with hindsight. I had no such luxury.
The people of Avalon need the fleet again.
History does love its circles, I see. Far be it from me to begrudge anyone wanting to leave these miserable shores, but you do know the fleet is bound to me, don't you? You're asking for my life, and for Sarras to fall.
You've been alive for a long time. Don't you want to die?
You don't pull your punches, do you? What I want doesn't really matter here. Sarras is bigger than me. But if you truly wish to know, I do not desire death. I'm at peace here already. Yet, I wouldn't mind it either. As you said, I've been alive for a long time. If it were only about me, I wouldn't care either way. But it isn't.
See, I don't see why you would even want to live like that. Just dangling your whole life. What kind of existence is that? I thought letting people sail back to the homelands was your dream.
It was. The circumstances are different now. What happens on the surface matters little to me. I have my own domain to tend to.
Your people are children of ancient terror and undead predators. They'll be fine.
Perhaps. Yet this is their home. We are intertwined. Do you think Tumbo's thirst for knowledge came merely from proximity to the archive? Or that the creatures of the Osrit feel the need to prove themselves only because of their father? I am them, and they are me. They will survive. Most of them. But they will be untethered.
Well, I think none of this is natural, so we should break the seal. I understand the consequences.
No, you don't. No one truly understands the consequences of their actions until they come back to haunt them. And they will, year after year. And I doubt you'll have hundreds of years to lay them to rest. You'll do what you want. I can't stop you. Perhaps your conscience will. If you have one.
I'm breaking the seal. Well, they sure are slow walkers.
You had the cheek to disturb my lady. But you see, she cannot leave this place. No. She must remain in the depths. Worry not, my beloved. No one will trouble us anymore. With you, I shall drown forever.
Yeah, I don't think so. Tristan. I have no health. This isn't good. I do have food, though.
fleet awaits.
Get that out of here. I gotta get some health. That's been an issue for me this whole DLC.
The fleet awaits.
This guy's an animal.
You hear? The deep calls for you.
Calls for you.
You stay away from her.
How about that?
You hear? The deep calls for you.
Looks like you're almost dead there, buddy.
You hear? The deep calls for you.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think it calls for you.
Being set free into the vast sea was, at first, not easy for the denizens of Sarras. They struggled in a space that lacked the structure and order once kept by Nimue and the first crew. In time, however, they grew used to their newfound freedom and spread far and wide, slowly forgetting the place of their origin.
Oh, we beat it. Tainted Grail, Sanctuary of Sarras. Based on the lore of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, the board game. I never even knew there was a board game. All right. Well, that was awesome. And we're back here. We got Arthur's memories. Okay, I'm over in combat, so let me drop something. Well, that was it for the DLC. It did say that there was some other bonus content, but I don't know exactly what it was or where to find it. I do want to talk to Arthur though real quick. You knew Nimue personally, didn't you?
Yes, since she was a little girl. Merlin took her in after she lost her parents. He told me she had immense potential, even at a very young age. She learned quickly, so Merlin always kept her close. Even when she barely reached my knee, I had the feeling she didn't like me.
Do you think I've made the right choice?
Do you seek absolution from me, or condemnation? I will give you neither, my friend. If Sarras taught me one thing, it is that we cannot foresee the full consequences of our choices. When I told Merlin to sink the fleet, I never imagined an entire realm would rise from it. Now it is gone, and the fleet is free once more. But what happens after is out of your hands. What's done is done. The only thing we can do is move forward.
Why didn't she like you?
I think she blamed me for Merlin's descent into increasingly questionable methods. She idolized him, and, like any daughter, wanted him to be without fault. It was easier to blame my influence than face the fact that Merlin had never been who she believed him to be.
You really didn't have a problem sending her to her death?
What else could I have done? She ignited a rebellion against her king, and in a time of war. Treason remains treason. The sentence would have been the same. I decided against a public execution, not only to keep her from becoming a martyr, but because I would not force my friend to watch me set a blade to the neck of the girl he called his daughter.
Do you still think she was wrong?
Yes. Sailing for the homelands was madness. On that I will not waver. Yet the urge was born from her hatred of Avalon, what it took from her and what it was becoming. She judged that the foundations we were laying were rotten. And after all I have seen, I must admit she may not have been entirely wrong.
Alright, and that's it from Arthur. Well, that was a really cool DLC. I don't know where the extra content is that it spoke of, but when gods speak, I don't know what that is. I might have already done it too, because I already beat the game, and then I had to reload a save just to do this DLC. So, I think I'm gonna wrap the stream up here, but it was really short. I think I might start streaming ESO. I might just jump into Elder Scrolls Online. Been having a great time with that. So, stay tuned, and that's what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna take me a minute to get it up and going with the thumbnail and all that. But it shouldn't be too long. Probably like, I'll plan on like 15 to 20 minutes to start streaming ESO. So anyway, thank you guys for all the support on the streams. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed them. And I'll see you soon. And if not, then have a good night.